morning, everybody, or possibly good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. This is our infinitive phrase review. I know you're super pumped about 5 of 5 here. Let's get started. What is an infinitive? Guess what? It's a verbal. You're getting used to those, aren't you? It has the qualities of a verb. Imagine that. But infinitives can be 3 different things. They can be nouns or adjectives or adverbs. Those sneaky little guys. So it's a verb that acts as a noun, adjective, or adverb, and it's preceded by the word to. Kind of a big deal to know this, right? Infinitives are preceded by to. Make sure you're not looking at a prepositional phrase because that's something different, right? Because this one has a verb. So to and a verb equals an infinitive. Again, it can act as a noun, adjective, or adverb. I know I made you write that already, but you're going to write it again because it's good for you. So just do it. Thanks. All right, taking a look at a sentence that could help us out here. No matter how much the presents under the tree tempted her, she refused to peek. So here I have my lovely infinitive, to peek. Right? And right now it's acting as a direct object of the verb refused, right? So this is it acting as a noun, obviously, because objects are always nouns. But again, it can be lots of different things. It's not limited to just being a noun. An infinitive phrase, of course, is the infinitive plus its modifiers. Are you noticing that that's a theme? Like, you put the part of speech in, infinitive, and then it has modifiers. Imagine that. I actually used the same sentence and just changed it a little bit, added some modifiers to it, so you can really see how this works. So no matter how much the presents under the tree tempted her, she refused to peek. Oh look, there's our infinitive with the to and the verb before Christmas morning. Now look, I went ahead and put a prepositional phrase on here. Prepositional phrases are great ways to create other phrases. We see prepositional phrases a lot in infinitive phrases and in gerund phrases and in participial phrases, right? So, yay, prepositional phrases. And this is, of course, still acting as the direct object of refused. So it's part of speech. It acting as a noun still hasn't changed. So that's the infinitive, yay. All right. To sleep long and soundly is every insomniac's dream. Very nice. So we have, that's the eraser, there's the highlighter. To, there's my to, and sleep is a verb. So I know those go together. Now it's acting as the subject. Here's the verb, right, way over here. So I know this is the subject because I can take out what's in between. To sleep is every insomniac's dream, right? But to sleep long and soundly now. So this all works together. This is what makes up the phrase. These are the modifiers, long and soundly. Can also act as an adjective. The best way to, there's my to, recover from many illnesses is drinking lots of fluids and getting lots of rest. Just a little note, there's some other interesting phrases tucked in here, so if you can find them, that'd be awesome. That's a good sign, right? But we have to and recover here. And again, I used a prepositional phrase on this one, right? To recover from many illnesses. This is actually acting as an adjective because it tells us more about how, like what way to recover. It's modifying way. So since it's acting as an adjective, it's actually modifying something else, right? Similarly, we have the adverb version. So the best musicians practice every day to stay on top of their game. And that's telling us the why, right? So this is really modifying our practice. That's the verb it's modifying here. So now we're going to look at places where you actually do need commas. A lot of what we looked at didn't have commas, and they're kind of weird situations. So you can put an infinitive phrase at the beginning of a sentence, almost like a sentence starter, right? So to make sure the cookie's baked perfectly is my infinitive. I checked on the oven over and over. So this is modifying checked, right? It's telling why I checked. It's the adverb here. But when I put it at the beginning like this, it needs this comma here. Similarly, oh, silly emails. When I put it in the middle, and this is a super awkward sentence, but I just want you to see with the same sentence how it can move around. I, to make sure the cookies bake perfectly, checked on the oven over and over again. So when I put it in the middle like this, it gets 2 commas. And then when I move it to the end, I checked on the oven over and over to make sure the cookies baked perfectly. Oh, not that. There we go. Still modifying the same thing, right? When it's at the end, there's no comma at all, okay? So it's kind of like a complex sentence, right? When you put the subordinate clause first, it gets 1 comma. When you put it in the middle, it gets 2. When you put it at the end, it gets none. Same exact concept, okay? My example, slash is my first love. To water ski in the Arctic cold is my first love. This is acting as the subject of my sentence, right? You are going to do the most exciting activity for wombats is, with a slash. I know it's the same sentence, but I think you can be creative and come up with a different infinitive. We'll see. Month-long trips require me, slash, and slash, Joe made sure to bring his favorite skateboard along. Make note, this is at the very beginning. It's probably going to describe made, or it might describe Joe. You'll have to decide. I don't know. Best of luck.